Good morning, everyone. Oh, there's a bit of an echo. Am I too? Oh, this one's on too, probably. I'm good? Oh, there we go. That's better. Good morning, good morning. Welcome. So I'm so excited. I'm Rev Tamara for people that are new, the spiritual director. Hello, hello, welcome. But we have some new musicians today. Well, Michael's been with us a while, and his partner Tianan, and they are called 20 Love, and they're going to kick off our morning for us. So welcome.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. Oh, my soul is welcome here.
Thank you, guys. That was amazing. Oh, well, again, welcome, everyone. What a beautiful way to start, right in my heart right now with that music. It's so good. So as we begin this time together and welcoming each person and welcoming everybody on Zoom, I think we have quite a few on Zoom today. So hello, everybody on Zoom, as well as on our YouTube channel. But let's just take a deep breath. The in, the out, as we slowly turn inwards with our hearts full of gratitude for this morning and this time. And I just take a moment for myself to acknowledge this sacred ground that I'm standing and privileged to stand upon. And I give thanks to the First Peoples for their enduring love, wisdom, and stewardship of this land. The unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including Katsi, Kwantlen, and Semiahmoo nations. And we honor all the other indigenous nations who call this region home, as we recognize the richness they bring to the community of White Rock, Surrey, and beyond. And may this land acknowledgement be more than words. May it be a reminder of our shared responsibility to walk gently, to listen deeply, and to live in right relationship with one another and with the earth. So as we take this time to acknowledge this blessed place that we all live, we know that there is one life, one love, one universal divine mind. And it is operating right here, right now, in, through, and as each one of us. So today I claim the love that is in this room. I claim the love that is in this world. I claim that our soul is welcome here. And I let these words flow out into that law of mind, knowing that right action is already in place. It's already happening. I let it be. I let it go. And ask you to join me in saying, and so it is. So if you're new here, our teaching is based on the science of mind. It is a spiritual philosophy that honors the individual truth or the universal truths that are found in all faith traditions. Ernest Holmes, who wrote the book, The Science of Mind, he studied with many teachers before bringing together all his thoughts into one place. And at CSL White Rock, our vision is that of one of a loving, vibrant world that works for all. And as a spiritual community, we're committed to moving forward with understanding, compassion, and harmony. We believe that each one of us is an expression of the divine, and we are here to awaken to that truth, to live from the inside out, to be peace, to be love, and to bring our highest selves forward. So again, welcome to Centers for Spiritual Living White Rock. And whether you're here for the first time or you've been part of this community for years, know that your soul is welcome here. So now I'd like to invite up our practitioner of the day, Practitioner Diane, who's going to lead us in meditation.
I came across this paper that fell from a book this morning, and it's like, okay, that needs to be shared today. Apparently, it's from How to Use the Science of Mind, but it's always the truth that we are being reminded. So I invite everybody, please, to just let's do a breath out. Emptying the mind. Opening our heart. Allowing this breath that comes in and out. Easily, effortlessly, naturally. It's a breath of life, of love, of God, of truth. So this moment where we allow to remember, we allow ourselves to remember the truth, to know the truth at a deeper level. I am a center in the divine mind, a point of God-conscious life, truth and action. My affairs are divinely guided and guarded into right action, into correct results. Everything I do, say, or think is stimulated by the truth. There is power in this word that I speak because it is of the truth, and it is the truth. Capital T, always. there is perfect and continuous right action in my life and my affairs. All belief in a wrong action is dispelled. Right action alone has power, and right action is power. And power is God, the living Spirit Almighty. This Spirit animates everything that I do, say, or think. Ideas come to me daily, and these ideas are divine ideas. These ideas direct me, sustain me without effort. I am continuously directed. I am compelled to do the right thing at the right time and say the right word at the right time, to follow the right course at the right time, at all times. I am continuously directed. So we know that divine guidance is acting in our lives all the time. We just need to pause and ask for guidance to be clear in our lives. This level of trust and faith, it's all we're being asked to do. So this moment to quiet the mind, we ask Spirit a question right now. What do I need to do to deeper my connection with Spirit? What do I need to do? And we give thanks for knowing this truth. So we bring a smile on our face that we keep with us for the rest of the day. And we come back into this room. Namaste. Mm. And I invite you to continue to entertain us.
Couldn't help but wonder why you threw yourself away. Come on out from under and just take it day by day. It's true, I believe in you. I took a walk to wander and I wandered on a thought. It's kinda hard to get through all the things we ain't been taught. It's true, I believe in you. Ooh, I believe in you. After all the tears and dedication, sure I could cut you a little slack. Long as you live, I'm sorry to tell you, you'll never get that monkey off your back. I never even listened when you said you couldn't breathe. How the water glistens, then you're sinking underneath. It's true, but I'm sinking too. I could be the anchor when you're drifting out to sea, and I'll take your hand if you just hold it out for me. It's true, I'm reaching out for you. Ooh, I believe in you. After all the years of medication, it feels good to get your life on track. Long as you live, I'm sorry to tell you, you'll never get that monkey off your back.
Wow, how fortunate are we? Thank you so much. Your voice is beautiful. Thank you. Wow. Oh, just taking a moment. So today is the first day of Advent, and for the Christian holiday that is upcoming, that is known as Christmas, I think. But there's also other holidays this season. So today is the start of Advent. Coming up is the Buddhist holiday of Bodhi, and then there's also the Yule, which is Wiccan and pagan. And then there's Christmas. Then there's Hanukkah that comes up, that starts on December 25th, and then there's also Kwanzaa, which starts on the 26th. So it's a time for us to remember that we're larger, that there's other things happening out in the world. It's easy for me to get caught up in all the Christmas stuff and all the events and all the things that are happening. So that's why my talk title this week is How to Do December a Little Bit Differently. And it's really inspired by all the talks that have come before this month. But I wanted to start, I would take a moment with me because I'm going to out myself. I forgot my candle that I wanted to light, but for the start of Advent. And just think about 1,000 years ago, people in the northern hemisphere were thought to have gathered to wreaths of evergreen and it fires, and they would put fires on it in hope of the coming spring and the renewed light. The custom was kept alive by the Christians and by the 16th century of the Advent wreath. Then it gradually spread across many parts of the world. Today, Advent is the period of 4 Sundays leading up to Christmas. It's also a time in the Northern Hemisphere where the days are shortest and cold settles in. And people need cheer to be brought the promise of the light and the warmth. So today, imagine there's a candle here. This beautiful white candle that's going to have a little flickering little flame that you'll see next Sunday. And know that that flame, as we've lit it, and it reminds us that there more is yet to come, that this week is focusing in on hope. And so we'd like this candle of hope. And Macarena Wenkirker, a Benedictine monastic, said of hope, I was thinking one morning during prayer, how much alike hope and baking powder are. It's quietly getting what is the best in me to rise, awakening the hint of eternity within. Isn't that beautiful? Those secret ingredients within when we're baking bread, the things that make it rise to come through. So may this week be about hope and connect us to the eternal and give a little hope for this world, because everyone needs it at this moment. So I've been away for a couple weeks, and I'm so glad to be back. I headed down to Palm Springs, very fortunate to do, thinking of Reverend Savannah's talk last week. I was online watching, and realized I was doing a little bit of my own wintering. I was doing it in the sun, but that's okay, right? And again, as we've been held so lovingly while I was away, and we had Reverend Savannah invited us into the sacred art of wintering. We had Reverend Liz explore truth or opinion. I thought that talk was really great, fascinating. And Reverend Nadine reminded us of the heartbeat of community. And I kicked off the month with abundance and growth, about growing our spiritual community. So today, as this first week of Advent, I want to kind of bring all those threads together. And so my title is, What if December could be different? What if this December was less about performing and more about rest, boundaries, and true belonging? So again, as we talked a little bit about Advent, it is the tradition about waiting in hope. Not passive waiting, but an inner preparation for something sacred to be born. So in science and mind language, we might say it's a season of consciously preparing our consciousness. And honestly, a lot of us are heading into December. You might be a little bit tired, tender, maybe a little frayed at the edges. Right? It's been busy. I mean, even this morning I opened up Facebook, which I know I should never do on a Sunday morning. But one of my friends posted that his wife just passed away 2 days ago. They're American, and so they were celebrating their Thanksgiving together, and she passed away that night from a heart attack. So it's feeling into all those feelings that are going on right now. In the world, there's a little bit of chaos. There's lots of things happening. And yet, where can we stay grounded? Where can we stay centered and use this teaching? So again, we talked last week about, or Reverend Savannah talked about, winter's not a punishment. It's preparation. And that winter is when the roots grow deeper, right? I love that image that she gave us. So I didn't post any photos or anything of me being in Palm Springs. I just don't do that kind of thing that often. But it was lovely to be in the palm trees, sit by the pool. I actually even played a little bit of pickleball. I was pretty excited with the new hip. That worked out fine. But the thing is, it seems maybe a little bit fancy or a little bit extravagant, but really the truth is, I didn't go because my life was so together. I went because I was tired. We had a board retreat just before I went away, and there was a lot of big feelings in the room, a lot of things happening in our community. There's changes going on all the time. And somewhere in there, I realized I was just running on spiritual fumes. So when I got down, I brought my computer, but I sent a message to the board and I said, for the next 4 days, I am not going to be available. I will not be answering emails. If there is an emergency, you can text me. But I just, rather than looking at my, which I thought was a very impressive to-do list, than all the things I was going to catch up on while I was away, I just stopped. And I did the most holy of things, holiest of things. I went and took a nap instead. Right? It was just that while I was looking at my to-do list, and yes, I put that I need to be the good minister. I need to push myself through this. I need to do this. And then my body was going, no, it's time to slow down. It's time to stop. And I was thinking in that moment, it was, what do I teach? I teach practicing wholeness and living like it depends, that it depends on me to live that way. And I'm teaching to trust principle. So in that time, it felt like I was trusting my planner more than I was trusting God. I was turning to that. So then I just turned within. And in our teaching in Science of Mind, I know that there's one mind, one presence that knows how to do what needs to be done through us and beyond us. So it came to me that there is a power greater than my personality running Centers for Spiritual Living, White Rock. There is a wisdom at the center of our community. That it is not my nervous system, that I can let it go. So I released this to the board, I released any drama, and I released it back to the community into that infinite intelligence, and I let myself rest in that. So there was nothing out there that changed. What changed was what was in here. My shoulders dropped, my breath deepened, and I remembered, rest is not about abandoning the work. Rest is trusting that the law is already at work. So it was doing what it needed to do. And sometimes, I don't know about you, but I treat rest as a reward. Right? If I get this done, then maybe I'll rest. If I get that done, I'll rest. Or how many have you heard that saying, I'll sleep when I'm dead, right? Like, oh my goodness, how hard on ourselves are we? So, but in spirituality, rest is that signal of trust. It's our way of saying, I'm not the only one holding this. There is a presence that is already on the field, that's already at play. And in winter, nature is not lazy. Under the surface, life is reorganizing, healing, and preparing. So I want to ask you gently, where have you been acting if it all depends on you? Right? Is it maybe with your family? Is it with your workplace? Maybe it's even this spiritual community. I'll look at a couple people in the room here, right? And then maybe it's even the state of the world. So what if this first week of Advent, you let hope mean this? There is a power for good greater than me, moving even when I rest. right? So hold that this week. So let's just take that in for a minute and let's breathe together. So breathe in and out. And if you feel comfortable, maybe place your hand on your heart and one on your belly and repeat after me. I am allowed to rest. Rest is holy. Rest is trust. So knowing this week, I invite you to choose one way to make December different through rest. It might be leaving one evening open with nothing scheduled. That's a tough one because I don't know about you, but I have this thing called FOMO, fear of missing out. I never want to miss out on anything. Or I could just take 5 minutes in my car before I go in a store and just connect with my breath. Or on a Sunday or whatever day it is, I can stop and take that holy nap in the afternoon and just rest. Just something small. It doesn't have to be grand. So, but then there's the tricky part. As soon as we start talking about rest, something else comes up. We realize we may need to say no. And we know that no is a complete sentence, right? So there may be, December is notorious for too many events, too many expectations, too much spending, eating, doing, and not enough time. So historically, I've not always been the queen of boundaries, especially at this time of year. I love a good party. I love to go to events. I love to be with my friends, especially on this time.
We've lost our connection to the service, so I am hoping that we'll reconnect soon.
So I called the person with a little bit of trepidation because my go-to is people pleasing. I don't know if anybody knows that about me, but it's true. And I went, the answer was clear, but it was uncomfortable that I had to say no to this event. So I called them and I said, I love you and I love the idea, but I just don't have the bandwidth to do it right now and to do it well. So I think it's time to wait and let's regroup and see if we can do it in the new year. So it's that staying faithful to my health and to my other commitments. And guess what? This is going to surprise you all. But the world didn't end when I said no. It kept on chugging along. It kept on going. I mean, there's a bit of disappointment, but they understood. And I just felt that wave of peace through my whole body, you know? Is that I was thinking of Taylor Swift's song, Shake It, Shake It Off. So this is science of mind in action, right? I wasn't just treating for balance, I was acting from the consciousness of balance. My no was prayer in motion. So Reverend Liz talked about truth and opinion. So boundaries are where we choose truth over the opinions and expectations of others. So that loving no creates a truer yes. Saying no to an extra event, saying no to overspending, that is easy to do. Say no to conversations that maybe end in conflict. not from a place of anger or punishment, but from alignment, being grounded in where I am. So whether I change my yes and no, the second piece of homework. I've taken some time to rest. And then this week, pick one to start. Pick something you will not do this year. You will do less of. Or a line that you will lovingly hold. A line you will lovingly hold. So if there's a plate, you don't go over that line. Let it down. You put it on if you need to. Remind and just push through and pretend everything is fine. But this year, I want to take that breath and ask myself, if oneness is real, what does it look like to show up from that truth right now? You know, we had our board retreat, and there was a moment in there where I really felt super tender. And I showed up in that tenderness. And I knew this would happen, but it still is always so lovingly shows up that the rest of the board leaned in to me and were so supportive. So that's the part of this community that we're so fortunate to have, that we hold each other. And I think in that place that people learn that, yeah, I'm the minister, but I'm also human. I also have my feelings and emotions and things run through. And to me, that felt like true belonging. And it didn't matter that maybe not everybody agreed with what was going on or what was that, but we still together. And that's the point. I know being on the board is a spiritual practice, right? Because there's a lot of things that go on in there. And Nadine talked about community as our heartbeat. And true belonging is not that I don't match everyone, that I never have conflict, that I never struggle. Those things are going to happen. It's life. But this is a place where I can bring my whole self, my winter season, my doubts, my grief, my joy. And guess what? I know I will still be held in love. And I had an exact experience of that. So during this Advent season, we light that candle for hope. But hope doesn't mean everything is perfect now. It means even in this winter, even in grief or uncertainty, I dare to believe that love is at work within me and in this world. So our job as a spiritual community is to be that field of hope for one another, to say to each other, you belong, even if you're not merry and bright. You belong if you're tired. You belong if you're grieving, overwhelmed, or just numb to the feelings right now, because you belong here. with us in this space. So, third piece of homework or playwork. I know, 3 things. They're going, Tamara, I thought you said we're supposed to be resting, and you're giving us all this playwork here. But just choose one small act of connection this week. Maybe a phone call, maybe a coffee date, maybe it's coming to service again, and if you can't make it here, maybe it's joining online. Maybe it's sending a card to somebody. How nice is it to get something in the mail these days? Or maybe it's joining one of our sacred circles or our coffee chat that we have coming up. So let's put it all together. A different kind of December. What does that look like for us? One, it looks like rest. So you're going to pick one consistent way you can allow yourself to stop and trust. It's setting your boundaries. One loving no that makes space for a truer yes. True belonging. One active connection where you can let yourself just be real. Just show up exactly as you are. And if you're tempted to go into December like a spiritual octopus, 8 arms, trying to keep everybody happy and hold everything together, I invite you instead to remember about what Reverend Savannah said about being the oak tree. Fewer tasks and deeper roots. I love that thought. So let's end with a prayer. Knowing that there is one life, one presence, one infinite love, loving experience expressing in, through, and as everything. It is the life of God. It is the life of spirit. It is the life of wholeness itself. This life of truth of each person in this room and those connected to CSL White Rock near and far. I know for each one here, this December is held in that love. I know there is a wisdom at the center of every schedule, every family gathering, every decision. So I speak a word for holy rest, that we remember we do not carry life alone. I speak a word for courageous boundaries, that our yes and no are aligned with peace. I speak a word for true belonging, that each person here feels seen, valued, and loved exactly as they are, no matter what season they're in. And I know this first week of Advent awakens us into a deeper hope, not wishful thinking, but trust. There is something beautiful being born in us, through us, and as us. So we release this word into that law, knowing it is already so, with a grateful heart. I let it go, I let it be, and ask you to join me in saying, and so it is. And welcome back, Michael. Thank you.
Cold air in the distance, shadows crash against her skin as she looks for you. An empty bed awaits her, memories of voices filling up every room. The candle burns till the flame goes dim, and the silence of this life is deafening, but the chaos feeling scatters, and the peace begins. Chipped paint lines the walls, peeling from the dried up days of laughter lost. Open the front door. She goes to call your name, but those days are gone. The candle burns till the flame goes dim, and the silence of this life is deafening. Quiet now as her ears start to ring, but the chaos feeling scatters and the peace begins.
Oh my goodness. I hope we're getting these people back. Have you guys have any gigs coming up in the next month or so?
No, not yet. This is the only one right now.
Okay, well, I hope we can follow you. Do you have are you on
Yes,
Spotify?
we
Oh
are.
gosh, great. That's fantastic. Oh, and Tamara. Thank you, Rev Tamara. What you did today was you reminded us when Nadine said compassion for self. Wasn't that really? That's such a good reminder. So thank you. So I'm Georgia Neekin. I'm one of the spiritual practitioners here at CSL White Rock. And oh, it's nice to be here. It's a sunny day and we've got our concert coming up and Nancy's going to, our winter concert. Nancy's going to come up later and tell us about it. So the announcements today, we have coffee and conversation with Rev Tamara on the 9th. Yeah, so come to Leon's Cafe Gourmet Belgian Specialties on 152nd, 1688 152nd Street at 3 p.m. So that's on the 9th. So if you want to come and have coffee, hang out, remind her that you are resting and wintering. Yeah, come along. It's it says 2 till 3. Thank you. I missed the 2 to 3. Thank you. Thanks. And so there's Evening Circle with Prac Live, and that's on the 9th as well. And I think it's at 7:30. The time here is not right. I think it's 7:30. 7? Okay. Well, look for it on the website. So it's a nice time for reflection, and you get to talk and nobody interrupts. It's really, really lovely. And we're going to have a Sunday conversation on the 14th. Prac Diane and Prac Jill are going to be here and they're going to join. You can join us in a discussion. We have a fantastic turnout on those. People want to stay and ask questions and have conversation about the talk. It's kind of nice to cement that in when you've heard something and then you get to come back out and talk about it. And it works really well. And we will be in person and on Zoom. So that's the 14th of December. And you can save the date for Blue Christmas. Tuesday, December 16th at 6 p.m. on Zoom, Rev Tamara and practitioner Jill are going to do Blue Christmas. They're going to have a little time for you to, I guess, sit and reflect and hear a good talk. So yeah, do join them at 6 p.m. I don't think they're going to sing. I don't think so. I think they're going to talk. That's a big hard no. Yeah. It's one of those boundaries. Yeah, that's one of those compassion lines. So, and please note that the 21st is our very famous solstice day, and we're going to have a morning thing on Zoom. So don't come to the center in the morning. Just go on Zoom. Just kick back in your jammies and your coffee. Bring us up on Zoom if you wish to hear a talk. A little short thing. I think it's going to be pretty short, isn't it? Yeah, it's solstice. It's the shortest day. But there is going to be a gathering later on at our service. Is going to be, the doors open at 3:30. The service will be from 4 till 5:15. So just over a 1 hour service. You can bring some goodies, bring an appetizer, because we're going to have a little time to, just have some time to kick back and enjoy that quietness and that solitude of solstice. So there's also going to be a musical extravaganza because Michelle Briggs and Nathan Aswell and Heidi McCurdy are all coming to bring music to us that day. So that's going to be fabulous. So don't forget to review that. And the doors open at 3:30 on the 21st. And the reminders that are things are listed. Some of them are here on there, but you can find them all on our webpage. And I'm going to ask Nancy to come forward.
This should be the last time I have to do this. Okay. Before I talk about the winter concert, I just want to say to Reverend Tamara, as a longtime board member, I want to assure you, you are always held in love. Okay. So today is the day of our winter concert. I'm not going to try to sell you on it. I've been doing that for the last couple of weeks. I'm just going to assume you're all coming. I can report that we've sold 54 tickets, and I'm holding the vision that we're going to have lots of people show up at the door to get tickets so that we can get 100 people in that room. That's the goal. I also want to share that we've had at least 10 tickets donated. I was asking, if you want to support somebody else in coming. So we've got a number of tickets, and if for some reason you have a friend or somebody that you maybe can't afford to come that you wanted to invite, it's still not too late. You could bring them along. It would be great. I'd like to see these tickets being used because people, donated the money hoping that somebody would come. So please come and see me afterwards. And if you are coming to the concert, I just want to make sure that you're going to check out our silent auction. We've got over 25 items. And we're also going to have a 50-50 draw, so bring some change. And then following this service, we're going to be in a bit of a scramble to get everything put away so that we can get over to Elgin Hall and start setting up, because we've got to put Christmas trees on the stage, we've got to set up the silent auction and set up 100 chairs. So you could help us out after service putting these chairs away, and if you're heading over to the concert and you want to come a bit early and help out, that's great. Grab something to eat on your way over there, bring it over. We've got lots of cookies and other things as well to feed you. And then after the concert, if you could stay and help put chairs away, that would be very helpful, because as my great-grandmother used to say, many hands make light work, so we would appreciate that. So yeah, I'm excited. Today's the day, and it's going to be a fabulous concert. Alrighty, see you there.
Thank you, Nancy. Oh my goodness, good job. I know. It's always when we have these things going on, it's always a time to up and down about the same thing. It feels like we're repeating, but thank you all for listening and participating. And I know it's going to be an amazing time. So this is the time in our service that we give gratitude, that we step into that place of knowing that we are participating in the flow of good. Remember that we live in that universe of abundance, and every gift we offer is an affirmation of truth. We give from that place of gratitude, knowing our contribution helps sustain and expand the love, the learning, and the spiritual nourishment that this beloved community provides. We give not from obligation, but from that consciousness of abundance and good. Giving is an affirmation that we live in a universe that is always supporting us, always providing for us, and always overflowing with good. So if it feels right for you, I ask you to hold the gift that you'd like to give today to your heart. And let's participate in that law of circulation, but first by knowing a good for yourself today. It could be something meaningful, something real. And then envision a specific good for this beloved community. Maybe it's seeing us in a new home. Maybe it's just knowing the concert is filled with loving people. The good is already on its way. And then let's know peace for this world. Peace for our own hearts, but peace for everything around us. So if you're willing, I ask you to repeat after me our affirmation today. With a grateful heart, I joyfully and mindfully give, knowing that abundance flows through us, and our community thrives as I share. I know I am blessed, and so it is. Thank you. And as the baskets come around, there is little joy notes in there. So please take one for yourself as a little gift back to you on that. And we have Michael and Tianan going to sing again. Yay!
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. Love is my source, love is my power, love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. What a joy. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
Oh my goodness. So I have a joy blessing for our community online and anyone here who wants to take this in as well. Surround yourself in peaceful contemplation, surrounded by nature's beauty this week. So beautiful. So thank you. So as we take a moment and we bless these gifts, we bless the givers and the receivers, and bless this wonderful, beloved community. And know that these gifts make a difference in the lives touched, hearts opened, and that it is a vision for a world that works for all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is.
So it is.
And so I'd like to introduce our practitioners that we have today. We have practitioner Diane and Georgia, who's already been up. They've both been up. We've all been up today, who are here to do prayer. And online, I believe we have Liv and Catherine. Yes. So we do have some online practitioners. So if you would like to experience what a spiritual mind treatment, that is what we call affirmative prayer. You can grab one of us quickly. I know we have today is a busy day, but we always have time for prayer. always, always, always. And if they are short, there is also a prayer box at the back if you would like to write out a prayer request, or you can always go online. We have, it is called Prayer Support, and you can fill out a request there, and one of our lovely practitioners will respond to that and send you a prayer back. So well, I would say take advantage, but I guess take advantage of prayer. Rather, sometimes we just need that little bit of boost. Prayer works, I know. Prayer definitely works. We've had lots of demonstrations in the practitioner class for sure that we've got going on right now. So let's have everybody stand up for our closing affirmation and final song. And repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening in me right now. It's this thing called life. It's this thing called life. It's this thing called love. It's this thing called love. It's this thing called rest. It's this thing called rest. I know it. I feel it. I express it. I am it. And so it is. Thank you. Turn it over.